Hi there. Are you in STEM by chance?
Hello, yes I am.
Awesome. What's your name?
My name is Haniyeh.
Tell me a little about yourself, Haniyeh.
So I'm a third year PhD candidate in robotics at Toronto Metropolitan University.
Awesome. Wow. What does safety mean to you in the lab?
So safety means being able to learn and work without a fear of being judged, ignored, or harassed. Safety isn't just being safe around lab equipment, it's also emotional and psychological safety. So for me, as a woman in engineering, being able to communicate clearly and everyone respect boundaries and encourage everyone to speak up, that's the real meaning of safety.
Yeah, that's an amazing answer. What does accountability in STEM mean to you?
So for me, accountability means that harmful behavior is not just ignored, no matter who does it. Professors, the student managers should all be responsible for creating a safe environment. So if someone reports discrimination or harassment, the institution must take it seriously and investigate it. Accountability is not just policy on a paper, it's real action.
Absolutely, 100% hear you. What barriers prevent people from speaking up against gender-based violence in STEM spaces?
So I think people remain silent because they fear of the consequences, like losing opportunities, upsetting supervisors, or just being labeled as difficult. So especially for international students and women from a minority background, there's also a cultural pressure and stereotypes that makes it even harder to speak up. So I think we should all talk more about it and bring this awareness to everyone.
That's an amazing, beautiful response. What concrete changes would make the biggest difference in your field or workplace?
So I think real changes start with clear policies, mandatory training for everyone, and a transparent reporting system. So everyone would know that the institution will support the students, especially for international students who rely on their supervisor for immigration status or funding. It's so hard for them to feel that they're protected by their institution. So I think it matters when people feel safe.
100%. Yes, you illuminate a lot of vulnerabilities there. We've been talking about gender-based violence and ending it for years. What's the next steps that you think are missing?
I think promoting more women into leadership roles and gender balanced hiring can be really a biggest step that we can take. So we hear about it all the time, but as a woman in robotics, like in our department, there's only, I think, 2 female faculty members. So I think there's still a lot we need to work on it.
Yeah, only 2. Wow. How many total faculty do you think?
60.
Oh my gosh, wow. What are the hardest conversations you think institutions are shying away from?
So I think institutions rarely address the power imbalance that are there, especially when the person causing harm has authority, like their senior faculty member or their supervisor. They also don't talk about the extra vulnerability of international students who rely on their supervisor, and damaging that relationship can have like a really terrible effect on their future career. Also, they don't talk about cultural biases and some stereotypes that there are in some cultures that prevent people from speaking up. These are truly uncomfortable conversations, but I think they're essential to talk about.
Yes, 100%. Have you ever witnessed a moment of allyship that changed the tone of the workplace or lab?
Yes, I remember when a new female student joined our department and she was dealing with uncomfortable behavior from another student. At first, when she told me she was afraid to speak up and bring this matter to her supervisor. I encourage her to speak up and don't worry about anything, and she has the right to not deal with this alone. Eventually, she talked about it with her supervisor, and after that, behavior stopped right away. And that moment showed me how important it is to support each other. Sometimes we just need someone to remind us that we have the right to speak up, and that can change the whole environment.
100%. Yes. And what does a future without gender-based violence look like to you?
Honestly, I cannot think about it, but imagine a place when the gender-based violence is not there. It must be fabulous, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like having more role models, like female role models that you can follow, or you can be sure that, okay, I feel safe, I feel protected, I can feel that my voice is being heard, and I'm not just being labeled as a whiny woman or someone just being difficult. I think that can truly change like a lot.
Yes, I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah, even thinking about it makes me excited.
100%. Yes. Thank you so much. That's all the questions. But could you share a little bit how we can get in contact with you, stay in contact with you?
Yeah, like my name is Haniyeh Altafi, and I've shared my LinkedIn. I'll be happy to stay connected with you.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Of course, it was a pleasure.